Welcome to Adventures with Dice. I'm Rob and I'm your host for these videos. If you're new here and you find that you like the content that I put out, please consider subscribing and liking the videos. Those small clicks really help a channel like mine out. If you would further like to help out the channel, click on the Amazon wishlist link in the description of each video and you can choose some product to purchase that will help me continue to make content. You can also hit that join button and for $1 a month become an Adventures with Dice hero, which gives you a badge on your comments, early access to videos, and access to my members only videos. Now, with all of that self-promotion out of the way, I hope you enjoy the next video and stick around for future videos. God bless. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a hot minute since I put anything up. If you haven't been following along in the community post, this video is to kind of explain what's been going on with the channel and with me. And sorry for how I sound, but I have a little bit of a cold going on right now, so I'm fighting that. In August of last year, 2024, my mother passed away, and there was obviously funeral plans and a time of grieving that went into all that. Not too long after that, we got hit with Hurricane Helene, about the time everything was getting back to normal. And while it was a bad hurricane and it did tear a lot of stuff up the East Coast, it's not something that we're normally prepared for here. I live in an area near Augusta, Georgia. So we're not used to hurricanes hitting and doing a lot of damage, and it did a lot of damage. We were without power for weeks, without internet for even longer now, close to I think 2 months with no internet, and it just took a while for everything to get back to normal. In the meantime, other things have been happening in my life. We had the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and dealing with all that, and first Christmas without Mom here. It was kind of rough on the family. But anyway, if you're here and you're looking for a lot of in-depth game content, you're not going to find it in this video. This video is more to explain what's been going on and where I'm going with the channel. I have been busy behind the scenes, gaming and going through gaming products, and actually working on stuff that I want to do videos on. I just got to get back to doing the videos. I went to record this morning and my overhead arm broke, so I had to go back to one of my tripods to set the camera up for this. But it's just been one thing after another, and of course I got a cold and not feeling great, but I wanted to get a video out there and get back in the habit, get back started again, doing videos. And if you don't, it's very easy when you're doing YouTube to take a break, and then the break turns into a much longer break than you intended for it to. And I didn't really want that to happen, but it did. So anyway, I'm trying to get myself back in the routine of doing videos. And I know that there were some series that I talked about starting with Warhammer Fantasy Solo and Dragonbane Solo. I did get started on those, and at some point I do intend to film or record and finish those, but I have to get back in the mindset of doing them. But a lot has been happening. I have pared down a lot on my gaming. I've just got too much stuff. I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff is what I need to do. I just haven't found, other than eBay, I haven't found a good way to do that other than just giving it away, which I have done some of that too, just giving it to people. But, obviously if I could find a way to sell some of it, that would be beneficial, because I could use that to recoup losses and buy new stuff for the channel. So there's going to be certain games that I'm focusing on more, and I've taken a lot of the games that I don't currently play or do anything with and kind of pack them away. I haven't really gotten rid of stuff. There's some games I'm just not going to get rid of because I still love the game, even though I'm not currently doing anything with it. I haven't been in a big rush to do any solo play with Warhammer Fantasy because I've been running the Enemy Within campaign for my Tuesday group, and we've been having a blast with it, so I'm really getting that fix there. And I run a Friday game for my family. We play Dragonbane. Well, Friday we moved to Sunday afternoons, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's a weekly game of Dragonbane, and we've had a lot of fun with it. One of the things that you're going to see is you're going to see more focus videos instead of just being all over the place doing reviews of everything. I have Warhammer Fantasy that I have a lot of videos I want to do. I have Dragonbane. You're still going to see a lot of content for that. Basic D&D. And I recently got Tales of Argosa, which is absolutely phenomenal. So you're going to see a pretty lengthy series on that. I'm going to go through the entire book on the channel and chapter by chapter and talk about what's in it and how you can use it. And it's just it's from Pickpocket Press, and it's a fantastic game. But I'm going to focus also on Hero Quest and Heroscape, which is back in print now. Renegade Studios has it. And while I'm not a huge fan of Renegade Studios and some of the stuff they put out, I do love Heroscape. I played it back in the day. I have one of the new starter sets, the smaller one that they put out for it I got for Christmas. And then I also have a massive collection that was sent to me from a longtime friend of the channel, Christopher Rush, and I'm going to be going through that and showing all the stuff he sent. Me and my daughter, me and her play, and we play a lot of Heroscape. We really like it. So, there's all kind of new stuff coming out for Heroscape, Hero Quest. I just got Hero Quest First Light, which I have, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I have the new print of the game, came out in 20 or 21, and then like 6 or 7 expansions for it, and then I got First Light as well. So I'm going to be doing videos going through all that stuff. Star Trek Captain's Log from Modiphius, which is the Star Trek solo game. I'm going to be taking a look at that on the channel. And those are the games that I'm really kind of focusing on. But I'm also going to do videos on, go back to doing some on the 3D printing stuff that I do, because I do a lot of that. That's the kind of stuff you can look forward to seeing on the channel. I'm not saying, I found Tales of Argosa, so you're never going to see another video by something else. I still love White Box, and I still love Basic Fantasy. I think they're great games. I still love Old Swords Reign, but I think that this Tales of Argosa game, specifically, you'll see more when I do the videos on it. It scratches an itch that those don't. It really doesn't. To me, it doesn't feel like an OSR game. It feels like its own beast. And I'm absolutely in love with it. I think it's a phenomenal game. I can't wait to show it off on the channel. So we're going to be doing quite a bit of videos on that. And then I still have I got the new Path to Glory for Dragonbane in. I need to go through that. Shadows over Gloomspire, I think it's called, which was a third-party Dragonbane campaign, kind of horror-ish, that was put out. So I'm going to be showing some of that stuff off, too. I just didn't want anyone who follows this channel to think the channel was dead or that we weren't going to be putting out new videos, because we are. I may have to change or arrange how I do the videos, because I lost my overhead arm, and that would have been really useful for some of the videos I'm doing. So I probably need to pick up a new one of those. But anyway, there are more videos coming, and as I get to feeling better, I'll be putting those out. And it's not just that. It's obviously there's the everyday life that gets in the way. I've made it very obvious I'm a Christian, and on this channel, um, I've made it very obvious on this channel, but I've gotten more and more involved. I've taken over several missions. I've taken over Wednesday night meals at our church. So each week I'm, cooking for 50, 60 people, and that's a chore in itself. My wife and I, we run Operation Christmas Child for our church and some other things. But I've also, since the last time I made a video, I think, I've been called to preach at several other churches in the area, and I'm what they call a pulpit supply preacher. So what that is when a church has their pastor's going to be out for a week or 2 weeks or something, and because they're on vacation or they're sick or whatever, they contact the guy who's a fellow pastor, who's a friend of mine, for a pulpit supply. And what he does is he gets a fill-in pastor, which is what I do. I go to different churches and I fill in and preach on Sunday morning or Sunday evening or whatever for different churches. So that takes up a lot of time too. And quite honestly, God comes first for me. So if I'm preparing a sermon for, going to preach at a certain church on Sunday morning, that's going to take precedence over YouTube or gaming or anything for me. So there is that, which may slow things down a little bit. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm letting everyone know and keeping you in the loop of what's going on, what it is that I'm doing on this side of the camera. Not just sit back watching TV. However, I have been watching a lot of TV, but I've also been doing a lot of game stuff and research stuff and preparing stuff that I want to do videos on. So all of that is coming. I have a lot of content to get through this year, so I'm looking very forward to that. I hope that you will join me for that. And as the intro video said, if you enjoy the content that I put out on this channel, please like the videos. That helps us a lot. Subscribe to the channel. There's different ways to support the channel, from being a channel member and getting early access to videos, which is links in the description, to the channel's Amazon wish list if you want to help me get product that I'm reviewing on the channel, which I'll probably put another arm on there for the camera because that one broke. But anyway, all that shameless self-promotion stuff is out of the way. I hope everybody out there is doing good. 2024 was not a fantastic year for me, but I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm still doing God's work, and I'm happy about that. I'm looking forward to making plenty more of these videos. So, like I said, if you're enjoying it, stick around. There's plenty more to come. Until next time, my friends, good gaming and good luck.